Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please. A Monday afternoon live stream. This one is about creating some thumbnails for my videos, this video and some upcoming videos. I've done it before. I'm doing it again today. I've got actually 4 thumbnails I can make. I'm going to spend about an hour doing this, and we'll see what happens. I've got 4 shows today's show I can make a new thumbnail for, and I'm going to do that really quick. My regular Tuesday afternoon show requires a thumbnail as well. Wednesday, I'm planning on demonstrating through a live stream my 360-degree camera. And on Saturday, I'm coming back with D&G Explorers, and we're going to review a couple of movies. It's a series we've been doing, and we're going to revisit that this Saturday. So, if you're watching the replay, I hope you enjoy this. If you're watching this live, apparently you haven't tuned in yet. Again, this is almost spur of the moment. Every day I hope to go live. Today I can make it happen, and hopefully I can do it a lot this week because I need the watch hours. So let me start with my first thumbnail, and we're going to go to, let's see. Here we go. Quickly, I made a thumbnail for this show, but and this is it. I've made it's kind of a duplicate of my most recent thumbnail, which was Sporkle Trivia. But quickly, I wanted to get something out there so when people were getting the notifications, they could see something. So this is it. But what I want to do is refashion it with a background image, maybe change the colors around a bit. So what I'll do is I'll start with the date. So I'll highlight that level, choose my type tool. I'll just highlight everything and then change the color. Let's say, let's make it yellow. So there it is. Just so this doesn't look so much like the previous thumbnail. When you're looking at my library of stuff, it's not going to look like all the other thumbnails. Michelle the Quilter, happy Monday to you. Thank you for stopping by. Hello. Back to the thumbnail. And Samantha Lowe is also here. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm making thumbnails. So here we go. I'm going to go to this lower third information and see here where the G in the word making is running into the H in Photoshop. I want to fix that too. So there's a couple things we can do. I just want to make it, I just want to do it simply. Wendy Lou Who, welcome to the show. Happy Monday. So let me highlight lower third level. I'll highlight the text, and let's, I don't know, just for giggles, I'll just make it that purple just to make it seem a little different. But I do want to add a background image, and it can be generally, I don't know, something Photoshop-ish, like a Photoshop logo. So maybe what I'll do is quickly Google Photoshop logo. I misspelled it. Logo does not have a semicolon in it. Oop, or an extra G. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to find an image. I know you can't see this, but trust me when I say I'm looking for a... here's one. It doesn't have to be anything special either, so I'm just going to copy that image. And then we'll come back to Photoshop here. Go down to my levels here, and let's paste what I just found in here. So that's what I just got. Donna Jaworski, welcome to you. Michael Riley is also here. Cynthia, thank you guys for being here. I want to resize this, so I'm going to hit Control-T on my keyboard and just stretch this out so it fills the whole frame. And there is my newly fashioned thumbnail for the live stream you are currently watching. Oh, no, wait. I wanted to change the G in the... I wanted to fix that. So I think... Let me go to the lower third. If I just add a space here, I think if I just move the H over... There we go. That's good enough for me. Let's save this. And... I'll save it as a JPEG. And today is the 22nd. I'm looking at my watch. That's correct. And here's the old one. This is the one I originally posted. And I'm going to overwrite that. Okay. And can anybody tell me what music we're listening to today? I'll turn it up a little bit. This life of ours. Happy Monday. It's going all right. How are you guys? All right, so that's that. That's my first thumbnail, first of 4. Now for my Tuesday show. So let's get rid of... I don't necessarily want to get rid of it because I have to bring it back. So let's open up whatever else I do here. Wait a minute. Let me go to the recents so I don't have to... my live stream thumbnail template. Wait a minute. I already have that open. I forgot how I do this. Here we go. Donna, it is Epcot music, but what specifically? Where would you hear this? Honestly, right now, this part of the music, I don't recognize. But it's on a 24-minute loop, so you're going to hear it again. No. Okay, so... I use this template on Photoshop for all my thumbnails. This is for a weekday live stream. What I want to do is for my regular Tuesday evening live stream. So I'm going to make that one now. So I'm going to change the Monday afternoon text and bring back my Tuesday night live stream. The date will be June 23rd. I want to change the lower third graphic to my normal Tuesday night stuff, that's pretty general information there. But I will be doing a top 15 list. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So I'm just going to keep that as it is. I don't need the Photoshop graphic here, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now, my top... I like to use an image from my top 15 list without telling you what the list is about. It's a little loud, huh? Without telling you what the list is about, I'm going to search for an image and use that image somewhere here. So tentatively knowing what my top 15 list is about, I'm going to come over here and search. I know you can't see this. I kind of don't want you to see what I'm searching for, just in case. So I'm going to type in this and I'm looking for, as I look through this image, and I know you can't see it, so this must be fascinating for you. Let me see. These images are kind of small. I should... Let me just do this, and I guess I can redo it if I rethink this. I'm going to copy that. Okay. Back to Photoshop. Thank you for your patience. All right. I am going to now paste the image I just saw into Photoshop. Control V. There it is. You might recognize that. I want to resize it so it fills the full frame. So I hit Control T. I'm going to put my cursor in the corner, hit Shift so it retains its aspect ratio. And I'm just going to fill the frame here. And let me see that image. It's actually pretty sharp. I don't mind it at all. But what I will do now is I like to match the colors of the image I find and make my font some similar colors. So let me go to the date. I currently have it yellow, but I'm going to click on that and click the blue here in my kid's pants. So now it matches, same color. And the white font in such a white background gets lost. There's not enough contrast there. So I am going to change that as well. Disney Nerd Herders, happy Monday to you. Thanks for being here. And Tina, T. Marie Photography, good to see you as well. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing up. All right, so I'm going to... what other? I guess it's just red, the color of the kid's hair. I think the red is too dark, so maybe I'll get this color and see what that looks like. You know, good enough for me. That's fine. That is my thumbnail, tentatively, for my Tuesday evening live stream. So I'm going to save that. And save it as a JPEG. And these are other thumbnails I've made. This is the one I just made, so I'm going to change. I just name them as the date. So 6/22 was the previous one, then 6/23 will be the name of this thumbnail. And it's actually the day before my birthday. How about that? And D&G Explorers are here. Good to see you guys. Happy Monday. Okay, so 2 thumbnails down. We are 13 minutes through the show. Next, I want to make a thumbnail for a Wednesday afternoon live stream. And this one I'm very excited about because I haven't done anything like this before. But I'll just show you. I have many videos on my channel featuring this footage shot with this camera. This is a 360-degree camera. And if you haven't seen this before, this camera has 2 lenses on it. One over here and one over here. And each lens records a hemisphere of video. And you can do a lot with this camera. Up until now, every video on my channel shot with this camera has just been a 360-degree video. I haven't done much to the footage. So what that means is you can go on my channel, look up one of my 360-degree videos, and I have a playlist full of them. You can manipulate the video as you're watching it to look at anything around you because the camera records absolutely everything around it, including myself as I hold the camera, so that can be awkward, but I don't mind. Sister Sunshine is here. Happy Monday. I understand that your last day of work was Friday. Congratulations. She's a teacher, so it's not as horrible as it sounds. It's actually good news, so enjoy your summer. As I am. Where am I? Lost. Okay, so I want to make a thumbnail for a Wednesday afternoon live stream where I am demonstrating this, the edit software that comes with this camera. So let's get rid of this briefly. Well, actually I'm going to use this template for it. But what I want to do is bring in a couple of pictures to use for it. So before I started this live stream, I took a couple of pictures of myself. Here's one holding the 360-degree camera. Now I'm going to use this as the background for my thumbnail. But what I wanted to do is make it so everything is out of focus except for the camera. So the image you see of myself will be out of focus. And if I had a great camera, I could, you could just pick a lens. Tina knows this, and just have the camera in focus. But I'm going to do it artificially through Photoshop. So the camera is the main thing, and I'll be just a little bit out of focus. My microphone just fell, sorry. Mar in Memphis, good to see you. And Monarch Moments is here. Thanks everybody for showing up, just making some thumbnails. And we are, did I mention where this music that we're listening to is from? I didn't. It's from Epcot. We just established that. But this is actually music you'll hear in the queue for Test Track. And I've put it on a loop. So for this hour, we'll be listening to Test Track music. It seems like you're in line. You're in an hour-long line for Test Track. So, all right, here we go. So I took this picture. I also took this one. And I thought, well, this might be cool. And for some reason, and I don't know why, I took this with my iPhone, but if you can't tell, but this is backwards. Everything in this picture is backwards. Everything here is not. And I don't know what I did to make that happen. I used the same, the selfie where you take a picture of yourself on the phone. But if you look here, the camera has a bit of some words on there, and it's as it should be. It's right side up. But if you look at this one, the words on the camera are backwards. Not that I can fix this. Well, no, I can't, because it's also upside down. All right, let me zoom back out here. I've kind of liked that image better, but what I want to do, I can flip this. I can flip this vertically. So now it's right side up. I also need to flip it horizontally. So now the words on the camera are as they should be, but I'm upside down, so I cannot use this picture. I don't want to. I mean, yes, I could flip the words on the camera through Photoshop. I could do that. But I'm not going to. All right, let's go back to this one. What I'll do here is I'll highlight the camera. And this is an older version of Photoshop. So I don't know if I have the same tools. Quick selection tool. Let me see. If I take this and I click and drag on the camera, it's kind of... Well, that's not bad. I can fix this. There's some parts of this image I didn't want to highlight, but there they are. Right here. Look at me. That's way too much. Let's move this over. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I forgot I highlighted it. Let's undo that. All right, so this is what I want. That's what I wanted. Okay, so there are a couple of parts that were highlighted in this image. Leaves on the trees, the darker areas of the background. I don't want that. So, and again, I am not a Photoshop expert. I know some things. So there might be a better way to do this, but here's what I know I can do. I can grab this tool here, the Lasso Tool, And I can hit Alt as I do this, and then go along. I'm not very good at this. Then if I highlight all of that stuff, I have now taken away some of the highlighted image and I've taken the trees from the background out of the highlighted, what I've highlighted. So I'm going to do the same thing, but what if I take this rectangle tool and do the same thing? It needs to be, it's a little crooked, but I can do it up till about here. Okay, let me go back to the lasso tool, and I will hit Alt as I click and drag on here, and I just want to get that out, and I've done it. Okay, let me zoom out so we can see more of the image. All right, so now out of this photograph, you can see this dotted line that's glowing around the camera. That's a highlighted part of this picture. I'm actually going to duplicate the background so I have two. What I can do now is go up to the top here. Let me go full screen so perhaps you can see this, perhaps you can't. Uper Wisdom Videos! Thank you for being here. What did I just do? It's not highlighted now. Hang on. Control. Oh, there we go. I'm doing this on the background. There we go. Okay. If I go up to Filter and I choose Blur, there the music just stopped. It's going to start over. You may recognize this from Test Track now. This is the most popular part of this music. Tina says you can cut from one photo and copy to the other. Just the words on the phone. Yes. I'll do that too. I'm gonna do this first. If I choose one of these blur options, Gaussian blur, you can see the phone has now blurred, and you can adjust how much blur is on there. This is actually not what I want to do. This is the opposite of what I want to do. I want to blur everything else. So I have to go to Select and inverse my selection. So now the whole picture is selected except for the camera. Now if I go to the filter and blur it, this is what I want to happen. So here's my blur dialog box. This is what I had in mind. So everything's out of focus except for the camera, which is the important part of this picture. And I'm going to hit OK. See this up here in this corner? I could fine tune this. This is going to be for a thumbnail that will be very small. Nobody's going to look at this greatly, but I can fix it. So I'm going to hit OK here. And this is what this looks like. I'm going to deselect this. What I was just talking about up here in the upper left corner of the camera. This is part of the image that was caught in the selection. There is a blur tool over here. I gotta find it. Blur tool. There it is. So I can take this and through I can resize it up here. I can adjust its hardness. So if I click and drag on this, if I do it enough, this is going to be, you can see it, it's kind of blurring. The whole edge of this camera, really, I could, if I cared, go over this with the blur tool and soften it up. I don't care enough to do that. Again, this image is going to be small. Not many people are going to see this up close like this. I might argue nobody's going to. Okay, so again, I'm not a Photoshop expert. I just know some things. So if we just zoom out, this is it. And then some things might be obscured. Yeah, it's still not a great... I could do better, but I don't care to. This is good enough. This is what I wanted. Generally, everything out of focus except for the camera. Yeah, okay, so I think what I can do is take this whole image now and drag it to this. Oh, it's so big here. I need to reduce the size of this. I'm sure there's I'm sure there's a better way to do this. This is the only way I know how. I hit Control T and then now can click and drag as I need to. So here it is. And I want to fill the image with this. The camera being the most important part. That's good. And frankly, I might redo some things after this live stream, after I say goodbye to you guys. I'm going to be on for until about 2 o'clock today. ATJH Travels. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Charlie's going to head out for a bit. Thank you for being here for any amount of time that you are here. All right, here we are. Okay, so this is for a Wednesday live stream. I need to change the date to, yes, my birthday. So this will be the 24th. I can change the color of that font. I might do that to maybe the color of my shirt here. Oh, wait, I need to... I should probably highlight that now because... Here we go. That's good enough. And you can see the date does obscure the top of that camera. So a lot of... I could spend an hour going around the edge of this camera. I don't care to. I'm not an expert and not a perfectionist, so sometimes that's a hindrance. But right now it seems to be serving me well. Let's bring back our lower third information. This will be a 360-degree camera tutorial, but actually it will be the edit software tutorial. So I want to change this. I want it to say, what do I want it to say? See, I don't recognize this part of this music as being part of test track. This sounds very 80s right now. This doop 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 doop. Oh well. It sounds like Till Tuesday Voices Carry. That percussion. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's change this. This will be a... what do I want to say here? Editing with... let's see. Editing with the camera is called the Insta360 1X. Maybe that's not as important. There are a bunch of editing. What's the name of the software? That's what I'll do. It's Insta360 Studio. Editing with, but nobody's going to know what that is. I feel I need to. So you're in the middle. Happy Monday. Good to see you. I feel I need to put 360-degree footage in here. Editing with 360-degree video. That's really what it is. Because not everybody's going to know Insta360 Studio. I didn't even know what it is. I had to look it up, and I own it. Editing with 360-degree video footage. That seems superfluous. That seems editing with though it doesn't say degrees. I could type in the word degrees, but I actually want the degree symbol, and I don't know how to get it on the keyboard. Does anybody know how to do that on the keyboard? It's like on my phone, if I'm texting. Let me see this. Let me go to me for a second. If I go to my phone and I type in, oh, I thought it would be part of the O. It's not. Is it part of the $sign? No. Is it part of the ampersand? No. The @ no. The 0. Oh, it is part of the 0. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Let me go back. So if I hit Control 0, that didn't work. Alt 0, that's not working. The Windows symbol in 0, none of this is working. All right, so what I have to do. Garrett remembers the song. Oh, Sister Sunshine coming through with the text message. Hang on, I gotta. Here we go. All right, let me see. Pardon me while I put on the readers. Press and hold the Alt key and type 0176. Really? Alt 0176. Wait a minute. Hang on. Back to this. Alt 0176. It's not working in Photoshop. Hang on. I got this. On the numeric keypad. Oh, I was doing it on the Alt. Let me go back here. Make sure I'm clicking on it. Alt 0176. Hey! That's weird. That you had to use the numeric keypad and not the numbers above the QWERTY keyboard. Wow. Thank you, Amy. Also, Tina says Alt 248. Let me try that. Alt 248. What? I feel I need to write that down. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Tina. Alt 248 or Alt 0176. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you for your help. Editing with 360-degree video footage. Do I need more? I kind of do. As I think about this, I do want the name of the camera in there. I feel it's important, but the name of the camera is right there. Let me raise the image so we can see it. There's the edge of the picture. All right. So now, if I were to move this lower third, it doesn't have to be at the bottom. I can also make the font smaller, so if I add a third line, everything will fit. Let me try it. Editing with 360-degree video footage. It's still going to cover that up. What do I think is most important here? Editing with 360-degree video footage. Let me reduce the size of this. Let me try... This music goes from... Talking about the music again. Stevie Lee, good to see you. Happy Monday. This music goes from 80s to quasi pseudo-futuristic, something they made in the 90s. It's strange. It seems like there are multiple styles within this one 24-minute track. Oh well. Editing with 360-degree video footage. Let me type in everything I want, and then I'll edit it down. Footage. Using the Insta360 1X. All right, that's way too much, as you can tell. Let me move it all on here. All right, so I can't put it up here. Editing with 360-degree video. I can get rid of the word footage. Not necessary. Editing with 360-degree video from... Okay. Editing with 360-degree video from... Yes. It doesn't have to be grammatically... This does not have to be a complete sentence. This is a headline, pretty much. Let me move it down. If I... Let me move it over here. Can I... Do I need the word from? If I get rid of the word from... This might be super dull for everybody. If I get rid of the word from, then you can see Insta360 1X on the camera. You can see where it says that. And now I'm thinking to myself, is that important? Do I care? Again, if you're just joining us, this music is from Test Track. The cue in Test Track. Now we're ready for the final test. Editing with... I'll stop repeating that. Oh, editing... Here's what I'll do. Editing 360-degree video with... editing 360-degree video, and maybe this should be a parenthetical. Parentheses, Insta360 1X. Maybe that's what I'll do. Insta360 1X. There we go. I'm going to change the color of this. Maybe a green back here. No, that gets lost. What about my face? That's weird. What about the yellow of my logo? That's cool. All right. What if... Bear with me now. Noah, good to see you. drop width. Oh, sorry. Let me check the chat here. Drop width. I did that. Great minds. Thanks, Garrett. You make great thumbs, title pages. Thank you. I try. Again, not a Photoshop expert, but I know some things. Editing 360-degree video. If let me make it even smaller. But no, I don't want to. Well, we don't really need to see my face. Here are my issues. Sorry, everybody, as I talk myself through this. Here are my issues. I like to keep things Tuesday night live stream. I like that there. I like the date somewhere right underneath that. And I like this, my logo there. I suppose this highlight could be somewhere else. If I move this here, that's important. What if I just drop this down and I make this I would need to make this. I would need to make 2 of these. So if I put Insta360 1X here by my chin or by my shoulders in a bit of a smaller font, maybe that's what I want to do. All right, here's this. I went back in the history. There we go. I don't need to see my face. Let's copy this for now. Duplicate layer. See, now it sounds almost symphonic, this music. I'll stop with the music. Not really. It's very synthesized. Okay, so I've made a copy of this. With the copy, I want to get rid of where it says editing 360 video. Don't need that. All right. So that can go there. I don't even have to reduce the size of the font. With my original text layer, I can get rid of that. And maybe move it down. I don't know about that. Editing 360-degree video. I'm starting to tire of this. Let me make this just a touch smaller. Here. Editing 360-degree video. Insta360 1X. You know, that's good. I might change this later, but for right now, I am done. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday. I'm not done. This will be Wednesday. So this needs to change. And that'll have to be... maybe I'll just get rid of the word afternoon. Wednesday live stream. And maybe I'll move the date. Because I want to see the camera. It's hiding the lens of the camera. Perhaps I'll make that a little smaller. But I have this font. I made it the same color as my face. Hang on. Let's change that. To this green. That blends in there. To this dark green. No. To the blue of sunshine. That's it. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. All right. That's good. I'm saving that. I might change it later, but maybe not. Again, it's a thumbnail. Why am I sweating over this so much? All right, save as. This will be a JPEG for later use. It will be, that's the last one we made, so I'll just use that. This will be for the June 24th. And we're good. Okay, I have made 3 thumbnails so far. I have 1 more to go. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I am going to make a thumbnail now for my Saturday show with D&G Explorers. We've been doing a series of videos where I try to watch all of these movies available on Disney Plus that I haven't seen before. Let me show you a previous thumbnail for this. There's the familiar part of the music again. Test track. I can tell you really like your camera. I do. I like that camera, and I want to see it. I've used it sparingly, and I think there's much, excuse me, much more I can do with it, and that's part of what I'm going to go through on Wednesday. Because there are some really cool things you can do with it. You don't have to use it as a 360-degree camera. You can use it as a regular camera, a vlogging camera. Okay, so you're saying Insta360 editing. I'll go back. I'll revisit that. I can. That's a good suggestion. Okay, so if you look at my thumbnail here, this is the one we have done 2 other episodes already, and this is the template I've made in Photoshop for such a thumbnail. So for part 1, we watched Treasure Island and Bambi. For part 2, we watched other things. I don't remember what they were. Oh wait, they're right here. I watched Dumbo and The Sword and the Stone. That's right. And we talked about it. So if you look at this template, I've got my logo. I've got D&G Explorers logo. I call it More Explorers, Please, to combine our names. It's live. I've got that on there. And the name of this is really Finally Saw These Movies, Part 3. This will be Part 3. So let me change this to Part 3. This is very simple. Nope, not that simple. As soon as I say that, I make a mistake. So this will be Part 3, and the movies we'll be watching are The Fox and the Hound, and I already have these pictures, and a Goofy movie. So if I bring in the image for The Fox and the Hound, it's right here. And I just, darn it, undo. If I already brought these into Photoshop and I renamed them down here, so I don't know how well you can see that. But this level down here in the bottom right, I've labeled The Fox and the Hound. So, but you can see it's not a very big image. It's right here. I want to make it the same size as this Treasure Island poster. So if I put it there, Control T, I can now resize it. I'm hitting Shift, and it's going to be about the same size as that. How does it look? I hope it's not super pixelated. It actually looks fine. I'm okay with it. So now I can get rid of the Treasure Island one behind it. So that's what that looks like. And actually, I don't know if everything on there is super hard to see. You can see a fox and a hound, and perhaps you can see the words fox and the hound. I'm going to leave it. Okay, next, a Goofy movie is right here. So let me make that visible. And it's right here. Darn it. I forgot to highlight it. Here we go. So you can see it if I move it over Bambi. And I will resize that. Control T. Shift. And I just want to fill that level. Not the same aspect ratio as the Bambi poster. But that's it. I think I just made this. Let me get rid of the image underneath just in case you can see it. But that looks all right. Now, another issue might just be, do I want to see more... Do I want to see this up close? There's a lot of information on this movie poster that we don't necessarily have to see. I'm more interested in this stuff. So I can resize this. You know what I mean? Like if I just do this. So everything's in the image. Everything in that poster is just a bit larger, because nobody's going to see this where it says a story of two friends who didn't know they were supposed to be enemies. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So if I highlight this and then inverse it, and I hit delete, everything on this level will be deleted. Okay. So now let me bring in the original. Okay. Let me deselect. I'm going to move this up in the corner. That's where I want it. I'm going to resize it. Shift. Something like that. And it's a little pixelated, but I'm okay with it. Again, this is going to be a very small thumbnail. What I like now is that I can better see the Fox and the Hound. I can better see what this movie is. Because if this is going to be a tiny thumbnail, people need help in seeing what these two movies are. So let's save this. Save as. And then as a JPEG. That's just what I do. And you can see here other saved thumbnails. This will be on, what date is Saturday? 27th? So I'll just save this as 6/27/2020. And yes, that's that. All right, I have just made, Tina McNeil is here. Oh, it's reservation day. I forgot about that. Good luck with that. Charlie, this was your reservation day too, wasn't it? How did you guys do? Noah says, loved Bambi, never saw Treasure Island. I like Treasure Island. It was all right. Bambi, not in my top 10, but a classic, Disney classic, of course. Now what I need to do, the first thing I did today was I made a new thumbnail for this very live stream. So after I say goodbye in 5 minutes, I'm going to replace the thumbnail that I originally made because I made one without a picture on it. And so I'll do that. I may add a description to my YouTube video and add this video to 2 playlists that I have going. One is a general live stream. All of my live streams go in a playlist, and then everything I ever do goes in another playlist. Tina knows this. She's been so awesome in watching so many of my videos. And Tina, I thank you so much for doing that. Tina is not alone. I know my Sister Sunshine is in here doing the same thing. And so many people have. Disney Nerd Herders have. And so many people trying to get me to where I need to be as far as my watch hours go. And every day it improves. Some days improve more than others. But I just need to do more of these live streams and get more content out there. And I don't want to limit it to just live streams, though. That's a very simple thing to do. I do have a video in the works for Dean from the Live Place. He put out this challenge, and I don't know if anybody else is doing anything for him, but he did a show about viral videos and what makes a viral video, and if we could make a viral video if we wanted to, or if it's just happenstance, or if it's just luck, or can you do something to make a viral video? I don't know if you can. You know, it's got to be entertaining. It's got to be funny, I think. They're not all funny, but it's got to be something people want to see. Anyway, I have an idea for a video for his venture. So hopefully I can record that shortly. And it combines my video. I'm not going to tell you the idea, but it combines Disney with something else that I don't know if it's passé now, but I looked up videos of this sort and they're still get millions of hits. So I thought I would do something like that. Tina has also been through the entire playlist. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome and a big help for me. I'm going to stop this video when I reach an hour. It seems 2:01. I am at 58 minutes, so 2 more minutes. I suppose what would help also is if I tweeted out these videos. Tomorrow I'm going to do my regular Tuesday night live stream, but today this isn't necessarily normal for me. A Monday afternoon live stream at 1 p.m. Eastern. So Wednesday, certainly. Wednesday, I want to do my 360-degree video editing live stream. And that I will make sure to tweet out and set that up ahead of time. Because I know there are people out there that are interested in it. I know Rob Fuzz is interested in what I have to show concerning the 360-degree camera. If I remember, Jeff and/or Angela from Diz Our Dream expressed a bit of interest in it. So I feel there's an audience that's very interested in this and what I can do with my camera. So I will make sure to do that. Charlie, thank you for sharing this out. It helped because there are 12 people in here now for a Monday afternoon stream I didn't myself promote. So what am I don't know what's going on. I don't like that. I don't like it when it's in my forehead. I did notice that that one image of myself. I took a couple of selfies here. Here it is. I noticed I had hair in my forehead. If I were to use this image, I would get rid of. I would Photoshop that out. I look like Danny Zuko. I don't want that. I've done it. I've reached 1 hour. I've made 4 thumbnails for this week, and using Photoshop, and I'm going to use those. I might tweak them. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't want to spend too much time on thumbnails. But everybody that was here, thank you so much. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching this, and I hope you found it a little bit interesting. If you're not into Photoshop, perhaps you did find it quite interesting. If you are familiar with Photoshop, perhaps you were rolling your eyes the entire time. What can you do? Anyway, thank you, everybody. Ending broadcast. I will see you tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, for my regular Tuesday afternoon live stream. Bill is here, MGM Family Travel, and Rockin' Robin is also here. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I will see you tomorrow evening, 7:30 Eastern, for my regular Tuesday evening live stream. Have a great day, everybody. See you then.